Hello, it's Media Center Ukraine Odesa. We have our next briefing, and it will be with Serbian lawyer, head of the civil group Octobar, Čedomír Stojković. Čedomír, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Nice to meet you. Greetings for Ukraine and Odessa. I hope you have a good day.
Thank you. We are fine today, and we hope that it will be the same for the rest of the day. And my first question is, it's not your first appearance, surely, in our media center. You are the one who actually monitors and trying to do something against private company Wagner and its activities in Serbia. Do you have any update on what's going on in that direction?
Well, the update is that the state didn't do anything to fight Wagner in Serbia still. And the other thing is that Wagner have less activities in Serbia in terms of arms, mobilization, and those things, but have very high activities in the term of propaganda and intelligence.
You mean that they are still doing some informational attacks on Serbia and Serbian people? They are doing propaganda against them?
Yes, of course, and this is the situation in Serbia from the first day when Wagner started operating in Russia. So from the very beginning of the Wagner, Serbia was the place where Wagner conducted huge informatical and propaganda operation, influence among far right-handed organizations and groups. And this is still a situation today. Nobody from the state fight that. And I don't know anybody else who fight this except me. So this is the situation.
As far as I remember, you were detained not so long time ago. Can you tell us, please, what happened and how much time did you spend in prison, in jail, in detention center?
Yeah, well, it wasn't long. I was there 4 hours, and because there was a Vucic rally as an answer to our democratic rally that we had. So he conducted his rally, and there was many pro-Russian people, organization, and everything. So I made one provocative flag that refers to one picture that Prime Minister of Serbia shamefully put in the public and provoke our emotion because of those dead children. So I wanted to put that picture on the flag and to get to that rally and to wave with that flag to show the people how they are enslaved by the ruling party. And on my way there, when I took that flag from the car, I was arrested and I was taken to the police station where I spent 4 hours. This is the law. This is the limit by the law, because for any other, for more times, you need to have a real offense. So I didn't have any kind of offense. So they just wanted to remove me from that rally, and they did.
If we talk about Vucic, he resigned as a head of the party not so long time ago. How do you think it will change the political landscape in Serbia? Will it influence at least somehow at the political situation?
I'm very sure that there will be no change in Serbia in the good way, and that is just a marketing trick. What we need to know, there is a European world and there is the Russian world. You in Ukraine know what that means very, very hard, you know. In European world, it's very important to impose sanction to Russian Federation, to impose visa, and to ban and to fight against Russian malignant influence. This is pro-European world. Serbia didn't do anything from those things. Serbia continued to have more and more ties with Moscow. So the Serbian government actually want to be a part of Russian world. So if there is no sanction to Russian Federation from Serbia, if there is no visa ban, if there is no fighting against Russian malignant influence, that is what we know we know that then Serbia is part of the Russian role. So I don't expect any kind of change. I expect good change. I expect bad change. In this very moment in Serbia, there is new citizenship law. That law is adopted by a government, and now that law waiting for voting in the Serbian parliament. By that law, anyone who stays temporarily in Serbia for 12 months can gain citizenship of Serbia. And I know that the reason for that law is to adopt thousands and hundreds of thousands, to provide the thousands and hundreds of thousands citizenship for Russians. Because there is in Serbia like 200,000 Russians now. They want to leave, to be out of Russia. They want to, some for different reasons, for escape mobilization, someone to have an opportunity to be in other countries, someone for business. But yeah, minority only is because they are fighting against Putin. Now Serbia wants to adopt a law by which all of those people in Serbia, Russians, will gain citizenship of Serbia. That is huge security danger for Europe, because in that case, Serbia will be demographically connected with Russia in artificial way, because if we have that law for let's say 2 years, there will be millions of Russians who will wanted to remove from Russia and came somewhere in the European country as Serbia, and to gain citizenship of Serbia, and by that passport of Serbia, and then can travel all around Europe. So this is actually the policy of Serbian government. So what we need to do is to stop listening what Serbian government says, stop listening what Aleksandar Vucic says, in the same way as we stop listening what Putin says, what Lavrov says. They are liars. We do not listen to them. What we need to do is to observe what are they doing.
Thanks for the explanation. It's very interesting about the possibility of Russian citizens to obtain Serbian citizenship. It really will be quite interesting for them, because lots of people would love to have that citizenship, and to be possible to travel around Europe, because really lots of countries actually closed the entrance for Russian citizens.
And please don't forget, those people. There will be hundreds of thousands of them, but those people will be always under the influence of Moscow. There is no doubt. Listen, Serbs, which are not a Russian-speaking population, are under huge influence of Moscow. So can you imagine when hundreds of thousands Russians arrives in Serbia, it will be disaster. They can say in the beginning, yeah, we are liberal, we are against the war, but what after Putin? What will happen then? FSB will forever have influence in that population in Serbia, and those population will establish political party, Russian political party in the middle of Europe, in the Serbia. So Serbia will be new Kaliningrad if that citizenship law gain into the force.
Tell me, please, how do you think the last collisions between Serbs and Kosovars in Serbia, how do you think, how will it influence on the possible popularity of Wagner again? Because if there are collisions, if there are some bad elections possible, such private company could use it for its own good, in an informational point of view or even a real point of view.
On the North Kosovo, unfortunately, we saw among Serbian population in this clash, in this conflict, that they use Russian flags, they use the Russian Z letter, that they use other Russian marks, and they're yelling that Russia is good. Sorry?
Yeah, I was listening to you.
Aha, sorry.
That can be the connection. Yeah,
So,
you said that they are saying that Russia is good and they are using Russian flags.
yeah. So we know that Russia have very firm and strong interest to have another conflict in Kosovo. And there was on the Kosovo there was of course Serbian population in that protest, like normal people, but they are under huge influence and pressure and propaganda from pro-Russian settlement among them. There is a criminal gang. There is people who are have a very strong connection with Wagner Group, and those are actually leaders of that violence and of that attacks on KFOR. So it is a sad situation in Kosovo, but under this huge malignant influence of Russia, which hasn't met countermeasure from the state, we have this situation. If the Serbia put any kind of countermeasure against Russian propaganda, Russian influence, Wagner Group, etc., we will have peace in Kosovo in the term of 24 hours. There will be agreement and everything else. But Vucic don't want this. There is a huge pro-democratic protest in Serbia right now. We have them every week, and he wants to do something with that protest and to shift attention of the public from that pro-democratic protest to events in Kosovo. So basically, the interest of Aleksandar Vucic and Vladimir Putin in the Kosovo are the same. And my state and my firm beliefs are that they are always working together, and this is actually the shame that most of Europe didn't understood that in the right time.
Thank you. And our last question will be: can you maybe announce any actions, informational actions, or judicial actions against Wagner Group you are going to do in the nearest time? Do you have any plans which you can pronounce at the moment?
Yeah, well, you need to understand, unfortunately, we suffer here different kind of attacks. We had security attacks, I have some interception on the street, different kind of threats. You cannot imagine what kind of them. So, and now I have attacks on my business. So you need to first to defend yourself and then to attack. So we are now here basically in defend mode. What I wanted to do by Wagner Group, I want to actually to put finger on the state and to show the reasons why the state banned investigation about Wagner Group, because I give them all and they didn't conduct an investigation. So I want to show by the legal procedure why. This is not my job as an individual. I'm civilian. I have no power. I have no institution. I'm not commanding with the police, security service, army. I cannot fight Wagner alone. But state needs to do that, and I ignited state to do that, but they put a ban on investigation. What I want to do is to show, to discover in the public why they did it. Because if we show that to the public, then we will recognize the persons who made that ban.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. We hope to see you next time in the future, and to have some update about your activities against Wagner Group, or hopefully actions of the state system really against private company Wagner in Serbia. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. It was Čedomír Stojković, Serbian lawyer, head of civil group Octobar, about private company Wagner activities in Serbia and other Serbian political actions. That's the last briefing for today. Our schedule will be online in the nearest time. watch our briefings and come here